when I started doing my MD in JIPMER, that time I was not very I was not knowing what to do for DM and all. So that time I just focused on my medicine part. And initial period I learned all the clinical skills that is required to be a good physician. And after that, gradually when I started studying more and more medicine,
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Shivani and today we have with us Dr. Amya and he has scored rank 2 in DM Hematology. So welcome doctor, many congratulations for securing such a great rank. How are you feeling?
Thank you so much. I'm feeling great. I'm really satisfied that I could succeed this one of the toughest exam in our field, that INISS, and getting a rank 2 and getting a seat in the Apex Institute of India, All India Institute of Medical Science. It's a great feeling.
Right. Many congratulations. So first thing I wanted to ask you, like, tell me, I think everybody wants to know, like, where are you from? So let's take it through. Tell me something about yourself.
I'm basically from Odisha. I have done my UG in State College, MKCG Medical College, Barampur. After that, I got MD in JIPMER. So I am currently doing my MD medicine in JIPMER. It's about to get over. And in the meantime, I developed interest for the hematology, and so I gave the exam. This is my first attempt, and I'm happy that I could crack it in my first attempt.
That's really commendable, like whatever performance you have shown, and that too, like during your PG you have done the preparation. That's the kudos to your preparation. Yeah. So tell me about your preparation, like how you were preparing. I know that like it's very difficult. That too from JIPMER, your day will be very tough, like very busy. Like how did you cope up with your studies?
Yeah. So when I started doing my MD in JIPMER, that time I was not very I was not knowing what to do for DM and all. So that time I just focused on my medicine part. And initial period I learned all the clinical skills that is required to be a good physician. And after that, gradually when I started studying more and more medicine, I developed interest for the hematology. But at that time also I was not sure whether to go for DM hematology or not. But I really developed the interest for the subject. And in the meantime, I came across this Dr. Dilip's classes through this Prep Ladder. And I wanted to read more in the hematology section, so I subscribed for it. And I started seeing those videos. And through those videos, I got to know a lot of things about hematology, right from the basics, because he used to teach from the very basics, from very embryology, then physiology, pathology, medicine, and then a lot of recent advances, your therapies, everything. So I got the confidence in that subject, and really, and at the same time, we have the very advanced technique like CAR T cell therapy. So I felt this is the branch where I can explore more and I can learn more. So then I decided, okay, I'll be doing this. I'll be trying for DM hematology. But I never thought I'll get in my first attempt. But I used to see those videos and I used to learn. And side by side, I used to read medicine for my final exam also. And I think that helped me a lot because this is the first time I think INISS is being conducted. So many of the questions, like all the questions are mostly conceptual questions, clinical judgment-based questions, 50% from the medicine and 50% from the specialty. And so that helped me a lot because I was reading both medicine and hematology. There are not much factual questions, so I felt it is not that tough, and that's how it went.
That's great. So just a quick question regarding like your preparation, like how much time will you dedicate? Like if somebody is watching your video, he might want to know that with your MD, like going on MD, how much time you used to dedicate for the videos, or like you were solving questions, or you were like attempting test papers, like what was your plan?
I would say, I will tell my juniors that first of all, you have to be good in your medicine part because that is where you have to score more. And questions from those areas are not very tough. These are very clinical questions, and you have to understand the concepts. And for the specialty part, you have to understand the subject matter in little bit in more depth. And to get all those concepts have very less time like me, you can't read the specialty books during your MD periods. It's not, almost impossible. I have not read any specialty book for my exam. So in that way, these videos helped me a lot. So I used to see, first of all, I read my Harrison part, and then I watched the videos. I used to watch it in a little bit faster, like 1.5 or 2x speed, so that whatever I don't know, I'll be pausing there, and I used to see that person and again. And I used to add those points to my notes. So it is better, the early you start, it's better. Along with your Harrison, you can see the videos, you can get the extra points, and you can get to know that which areas you have to focus on more, where you are lacking. Like for me, as an example, I can say that I was not very clear in the thalassemia section, not very clear in the iron metabolism, those sections, and some other portions of coagulation disorders also is not very clear, and those sections are also not given very well in Harrison. So for those sections, I have to watch the videos again and again. So in that way, videos will help you a lot, because anytime you are in doubt, you can just go back to the videos and you can see them. And apart from that, questions depends. I could not practice questions much because I was reading for my final exam. But I don't think that will matter in INI SS exam, because here there won't be any factual questions, mostly conceptual questions. So if you have watched the videos well, you have understood the concepts, you can answer. But if you have time, you should also give the tests and practice the questions to have a feel of the exam. I think that should be enough. And one more thing is, because in, for DM preparation, the course is very vast. And if you want to see all the videos for medicine and the specialty, it might be difficult. It may not be possible to watch all the videos. So I would recommend that only those persons where you find difficulty or your concepts are not clear, you can just see those videos and you can strengthen your concepts.
Were there any repeats from the previous year questions, like concepts were repeated in the exam?
Actually, I have not practiced previous questions much, so I can't comment on that actually. But like all the specialty questions, most of them are from the videos, from the lectures, whatever I have attended.
Okay. So like how you managed the time during the exam? As you rightly said that you were just watching the videos, so were you like practicing grand test to like practice all the real-time exam kind of a thing?
I give very few grand tests, ma'am. Speed is something that comes to me naturally, ma'am. So that was not a problem with me. So if it is a problem with you, then you have to give more and more tests to be familiar with the exam pattern, and you have to be very fast. And one more thing is, you have to try to attend all the questions, because there will be many questions which you will not be knowing, but you have to rule out some options, and you have to take your guesses, and you have to take risk also, because here the margin of error is very less. So you have to take calculated guesses, risk you have to take. And this time also I have attended all the questions.
So you have attended all.
That is something. Yes.
That's nice. That's really nice. I'm pretty sure that students want to know, like from talking to you, I can understand that you had a very structured plan for your preparation, and like for just less time, you have prepared so much. So like if you have to like break it down to the topics, like if they have to read Harrison, what all topics they have to focus, I'm sure you should put light on that.
For INISS, I think at least you have to read the entire Harrison, like important topics, like whatever we see in the wards, the common topics, common diseases that we manage in wards, those topics we have to read from Harrison, because they usually don't ask from the rare diseases or the syndromes and all those things. In INISS, they don't ask usually. So common diseases that we see managed in the wards, medicine wards, those things you have to read. Apart from that, the specialty that whichever you want, like for hematology, you have to read the full hematology section. I think the initial 4 or 5 chapters are given in the cardinal manifestation of the disease in that section, and then the pure hematology section that you have to read, and some initial topics of immunology also you have to read.
Any guesses on the college you are choosing?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, this time we are only 3 have qualified for this time, and AIIMS Delhi has 3 seats, so I will be joining AIIMS next.
Many congratulations. That's a great news, and wish you all the best. Any take-home message for all the students, because this is a hard.
Before that, I would like to thank ma'am. I would like to give a thank you message.
Please do. Yes.
I would like to thank God and my parents who have been always with me throughout my ups and downs. My colleagues, my juniors, seniors in JIPMER who helped me survive these 3 years, the tough years. And I would like to really thank my faculties here in JIPMER who ensure that I to be a good physician. I would learn all the clinical skills. So in that way, I think JIPMER has played a great role in furnishing those things, those aspects for me. And of course, a big thank to Dr. Dilip and the entire PrepLadder team. He is the person who actually helped me developing interest for the subject, and that's why I'm really grateful to them.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. I'm pretty sure that everybody who is watching your video, they have like gained a lot of insight from this video. You have done kudos. Like with MD, it's very difficult to like read for the exams also, and you have cracked the exam with such wonderful marks. Many congratulations. All the best. And just a take-home message for all the students who will definitely help.
I would tell that my take-home message would be, first of all, if you're doing medicine, MD medicine, you have to be good in the clinics. That is the first thing. You have to see the patients, attend the academics in your institute, and you have to be very good in the medicine first of all. Then you just try to see which field or which branch, which specialty you really like. It should not be biased. You should have that inclination towards that subject, and then you try to learn and understand more and more concepts. And I think one of the best way have to be, you can take PrepLadder and see the videos that will make your life easy, and that will make your preparation very streamlined. So that would be my take-home message.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Amir. Wish you all the best. Take care.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.